Tired of cluttered countertops? I'll show you how to make a primitive-style bread box, the perfect spot for baked goods, featuring a spacious shelf up top for organizing your kitchen essentials. Hey there, I'm Scott. Thank you for stopping by. I'm the owner of sawsonskates.com, where I share easy woodworking plans and space-saving workshop solutions. You may have heard me rave about my friend Colleen's amazing taste in home decor. Well, she's done it again. This time she stumbled upon a charming rustic bread box. I put my own spin on it, slightly adjusting its size and shape. It's the perfect spot to store your loaves, and the top shelf is great for keeping your kitchen essentials like spices within easy reach. I used off-the-shelf lumber from my local home improvement store, but you could use almost any wood to make yours. I began building the box but realized it was bigger than I wanted, so I disassembled it and redesigned it to be more compact. These clips show the larger size, but the steps are the same, and my printed plan reflects the updated measurements. I made my side panels from 1x4 and 1x6 boards. For the best results, I recommend squaring or jointing the edges of your boards before gluing them together, ensuring a tight fit and preventing gaps. I used a table saw for this, but a jointer is the best option if you have one. And for full disclosure, I sometimes skip the jointing step if my board's edges are already reasonably square. Gluing boards to form wider panels can sometimes lead to uneven or misaligned edges. If you have a sliding miter saw, capable of handling wider cuts than a standard one, here's a helpful trick I use. When cutting individual boards, I cut them at least 1/4 to 1/2 inch longer than the final length. Once the glue dries, I use my miter saw to trim both ends of the assembled panel, ensuring perfectly square edges for my project. If your miter saw doesn't slide, you'll want to cut each board to size before gluing them together. Otherwise, the panel will be wider than your saw's cutting capacity. Then, when gluing up, the boards may shift, so pay close attention, keeping them as square as possible. I cut the curves using a scroll saw, but a jigsaw will do the trick if you don't have one. What's my secret for perfect curves? I cut just beyond the pencil line, then sand, removing the saw marks and refining the shape. I wanted the door panel slightly wider than required because the door needs 1/8 inch clearance on each side. Instead of aiming for precision right away, I took a gradual approach to sneak up on the perfect fit. With my table saw unplugged, I placed the panel next to the blade and gently snugged the rip fence next to it. This method allowed me to shave off a thin amount of material. I flipped and repeated this process on the other side. I continued flipping and shaving, test fitting in the opening after each pass until 8 playing cards fit snugly between the top and bottom of the door. You can use a store-bought knob or handle, but I opted to make my own using a piece of scrap wood. I installed a cove bit in my router table and used a push block to feed it along the fence. I finished the box with 2 coats of an antique-inspired color called washed olive. This stylish and functional bread box is a great way to add a touch of rustic charm to your kitchen while decluttering your countertops. To get your copy of this plan, please visit my site, sawsonskates.com, using the link in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up. It's one of the best ways to support my building plans.